Uh, Today we are going to continue our real ghost stories. The research of Carla Wills Brandon. Carla Wills Brandon, PhD, has spent more than 2 decades investigating the mystical experiences of the dying and those who were at their bedside. According to Wills Brandon, who has collected nearly 2,000 modern day deathbed vision accounts. Oh my lordy, oh my lordy, oh my lordy. I don't even know what page I was on, child. Okay, so let's start over. Carla Wills Brandon, PhD, has spent more than 2 decades investigating the mystical experiences of the dying and those who were at their bedside. According to Wills Brandon, who has collected nearly 2,000 modern day deathbed vision accounts, deathbed visions come in all shapes and sizes. As physical death draws near, some people receive visitations from deceased relatives, while others encounter angels or other religious figures. Many of the accounts collected by Wills Brandon mention a wisp of something leaving the physical body at the moment of passing. Those who are about to leave will often talk about seeing beautiful landscapes on the other side and then state with conviction that this is where they will be after they pass, she said. A licensed marriage and family therapist who shared a private practice for 20 years with her husband of 25 years, Michael Brandon, PhD. Wills Brandon is the author of One Last Hug Before I Go: The Mystery and Meaning of Deathbed Visions and a Glimpse of Heaven, spiritually transformative mystical experiences of everyday people. Her extensive research has convinced her that deathbed visions bring comfort not only to the dying but also to those who love them. In most cases, once one has had such a vision, death is no longer something to fear, she said. This phenomenon is nothing new. It has been described over and over again across all cultures and religions for as long as time can remember. As Wills Brandon reminds us, deathbed visions of the soul leaving the body have been experienced by humans in all cultures and religions. In fact, the existence of the soul is one of the few things upon which the major religions agree. In Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam, the soul or spirit is the very essence of the individual, more important to his or her identity than the physical body, which is only a temporary possession that will turn to dust. 1. The body is the sheath of the soul. 2. Then the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. 3. And he originated the creation of man out of clay. Then he fashioned his progeny of an extraction of mean water. Then he shaped him and breathed his spirit in him. 4. In Hinduism, the soul is a fragment of the divine self, the Atman. Now my breath and spirit goes to the immortal, and this body ends in ashes. O mind, remember the deeds, remember the actions. 5. The great Hindu work, the Bhagavad Gita, contains the oft-quoted lines that tell us the spirit within it is unborn, eternal, immutable, indestructible, immemorial, and unchanging. As a man abandons his worn-out clothes and acquires new ones, so when the body is worn out, a new one is acquired by the self who lives within. The self cannot be pierced or burned, made wet or dry. It is everlasting and infinite, standing on the motionless foundation of eternity. The self is unmanifested, beyond all thought, beyond all change. Okay, I just wanted to, real quick, I just wanted to say that I am just purely reading for entertainment, every chapter, no matter what. If I agree with it or I don't agree with it, I'm just reading. There are people who are out there who agree with some of this and disagree with some of this. I may not agree with everything in this book, or I will agree with a lot of things in this book, but this is just purely for reading, whether you agree or disagree, or I agree or disagree. I'm just reading straight from a book. It might entertain someone. Just to let you know. Okay? I mean, when I read a book, I don't, you know, I may not agree with everything in the book. I'm just reading. Okay? So, don't get mad at me. Number 6. Buddhism perceives the spirit as the end product of a life of conditions and causes. Behold this beautiful body, a mass of sores, a heaped up lump, diseased, in which nothing lasts, nothing persists. Thoroughly, worn out is this body, truly, life ends in death. Of bones is this house made, plastered with flesh and blood. Herein are stored decay, death, conceit, and hypocrisy. Even ornamental chariots wear out, so too the body reaches old age. 7. The teachings of Seicho no Ri, a new religion becoming popular in Japan, state that the nature of human beings is primarily a spiritual life which weaves its threads of mind to build a cocoon of flesh. It encloses its own soul in the cocoon, and for the first time the spirit becomes flesh. But understand this clearly. The cocoon is not the silkworm. In the same way, the physical body is not man, but merely man's cocoon. Just as the silkworm will break out of its cocoon and fly free, so too will man break out of his body cocoon and ascend to the spiritual world when his time is come. And that is the end of that short story. Let's make some page sounds.